Yes! Worked on the first try. Love it. Atma Namaste, guys. Atma Namaste. Christian Arlong, life enhancement consultant, giving you a big, beautiful, fat, shiny, phenomenal shout out on this Monday evening. What's up, Jesse? Atma Namaste. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So some of you, or a good amount of you actually, were on the stream last night and we talked about a challenge, a single itty bitty challenge that I was encouraging or inspiring you guys to take part in. And the challenge was very simple: to have an interaction with a person that you've never interacted with before. So how could that show up? Many, many different ways. It could show up interacting with a new server at the restaurant. It could be interacting with a different cashier. Fulguni, Atma Namaste. It could be interacting with somebody at the gym. It could be interacting with a new client, a new prospect, somebody that you're interested in and possibly dating or seeing. Atma Namaste. It could be anyone and everyone who you've not had a connection with at some point in time. So, as you guys know, I was like, well, I got to follow my own counsel, and I have to be an example of what it is that I'm sharing with you guys, because it wouldn't really be very congruent if I'm saying one thing to you guys, but I'm doing something entirely different. So, at the gym earlier today, I went in, and I was inspired to go back to my 1RM. So for those of you who don't go to the gym regularly, or maybe you don't work out regularly, there's something called your 1 rep maximum. Your 1 rep maximum. So basically, it's how much, what's up, Michael? Atma Namaste. It's how much can you lift one time, hey Ted, with proper form. That's what your 1RM is. So if you have the bench press, you're lying down on the bench, you have the barbell above you, and you put a 45-pound plate on one side, a 45-pound plate on another side, and you push it up with all your strength and all your might, and then you lower it onto your chest, and then you push it up one time, and you can't do even another half time, and you put it back on the bench. That's an example. What's up, Lori? Thanks for sharing. That's an example of your 1RM. You can only do it one time with good form. So I thought, hey, it's been about 5 months. Yeah, it's been about 5 months since I've done my 1RM, so why not find out what they are? So this entire week, I'm going to be doing my 1RM and specific exercises that I work in. So today, being Monday, to me, Monday is chest day. So all the exercises that build a strong, massive, masculine chest. And so I was thinking, I was like, hey, Natalia, thanks for sharing. Atma Namaste. So I was thinking to myself, you know what? There's a guy that I always see, but I've never talked to, and I see him working out with this other girl who I'm only assuming is his girlfriend, and what do you know? I strike up a conversation with him, and I was like, man, today's an intense day, and he goes, well, what do you mean? I go, well, I'm doing my 1RM, and I know he works out, and I know he knows what the term 1RM means, and we kind of had a conversation, and he's like, yeah, I used to do that years ago, but it became too physically taxing on my body. And he goes, I just can't do it anymore. And I'm looking, he's got 2 45-pound plates, 2 45-pound plates, and the bar, and he's busting it out for reps. So he's really strong. He's doing like 225 for reps and sets relatively easily. So it was inspiring to have a connection with him, edify him, or make him feel good, or elevate his sense of, you know, well-beingness and complimenting him. And I found out that the girl that he works out with is his girlfriend, and she doesn't really like working out in the gym, doing strength training. She prefers to do cardiovascular training, something on the treadmill or the elliptical machine or the Stairmaster, right? So I got his name, he got my name, we had a nice little interaction with one another, and now when I go into the gym, and I typically see him Monday through Friday around the same time, I'll be like, hey, Alex, what's going on? How's your routine? How's your practice? How's your girlfriend? Hey, Teresa, Atma Namaste. So there's a bridge now that's been built. Now, could this possibly go somewhere, like he could refer clients to me, he could come to me for healing, he could be interested in meditation, he could be interested in spirituality, he could be interested in whatever, right? The beautiful thing is, it doesn't matter, because I controlled my thoughts, my feelings, and my actions by connecting with a person who I'd never connected with before. And I'm able to add value. What's up, Jason? I'm able to add value to that person's life. So this is the thing that I want to brag about, if that's okay. So maybe it's negative pride coming out, I don't know. But keep in mind, I come from a family of relatively strong guys. I'm the baby, and I have two older brothers. One is 11 years older than me, and the other one is 10 years older than me. So Christian was kind of an afterthought when he came into the physical body with his parents. And my middle brother is 6'1", about 230 pounds. He's a former Marine, and working out relatively was an obsession. What's up, Al? Namaste. Working out for him as a teenager and into his early, mid, and late 20s was somewhat of an obsession for him. But he never really got chiseled because he never really watched his diet. That wasn't his focus. But he got massive, and he was super, super strong. My brother's bench press, I think, maximum, his 1RM bench press was like 405 pounds. So think about that. 6'1", 230 pounds, able to bench press over 400 pounds. Pretty impressive with good form, right? So I was always like the younger, smaller brother who wanted to aspire to be like that, to be physically fit, to be physically strong, to have big muscles, right? So that never really developed in my incarnation because I didn't eat enough protein, I didn't do enough strength training specifically, and I have a smaller body type in general, right? So I would be considered in the world of fitness and personal training what's called a hard gainer, meaning no matter how many calories I eat, no matter how often I work out, it's not easy for me to put on muscle mass. But the interesting thing is my body is super, super strong. I've been told over and over and over again by professionals as well as past partners, you're the strongest, smallest man I've ever met. So I don't know if it's genetics, which that's part of it. Also energy, that's part of it. Also my efficiency of using my body is also part of it. And I have good leveraging, right? So I went in and I remember when I was working out at the beginning of, I was regularly doing Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, working out starting in January of 2016. So for the longest time, what's up, Mary? Atma Namaste. For the longest time, I never thought of working out as doing it 5 days a week. I'm like, that's crazy. Who would work out 5 days a week? So the girl I was dating at the time has been working out regularly 5 days a week for 13 years. Very fit, athletic, and she walks the walk and talks the talk, right? So she goes, you should work out 5 days a week. And I was like, okay, all right, let's do it. So Monday we do this body muscle group. Then the next day we do this muscle group. And then the next day we do this muscle group. So in January of 2016, I just got used to working out Monday through Friday. But I still wasn't eating enough protein. I still wasn't doing enough reps, or enough weight. So she said, hey, one day, she goes, why don't you start seeing how far you can go? Like really pushing yourself. And I was like, all right, well, okay, well, I haven't pushed myself in a long time. I just kind of been in this, I come in, I do a few sets and I do a few reps and then I'm done. And she goes, no, we'll see what your 1RM is. See what you can do for one repetition all out, full force. And then all of a sudden, it awoken those qualities within me of like, this is exciting. I can really push the weights because the weights are inanimate objects. They're not connected to people. So for those of you who might not be too familiar with the world of energy, the world of subtle energies, the world of sweetness and hard energies and softness, in general, people love hard energy and they are adverse to sharp, cutting, pushing, aggressive energy. But if you're relating that to weights in the weight room and at the gym, you can be as aggressive or as tough or as mean or as forceful as you want to be. So I've been so conditioned over the years to back off because I don't want to be too energetic with my clients, with my friends, with my family members. But So I kind of relayed that over to working out in the gym, of not being too aggressive. That all changed about 6 months ago. So I got all my 1RM numbers, and a number that I was able to increase by 10 pounds, which for 10 pounds at my body weight and with this kind of exercise is really cool. So you may have heard of the chest press, where you sit down on a bench or you lay down on a bench with your back, and then you have dumbbells in each hand, and you lay down, and then you push the dumbbells from the chest area up and then down. What's up, Krista? Namaste. So at the time, my maximum was 85 pounds. So 85 pounds in one hand, 85 pounds in another hand. Push it up, 1 rep. Hey, Howard, namaste, and then back down. So today, I was able to do 95 pounds. 95 pounds in one hand. As a little guy, my body weight is 160 pounds. So I was able to do 95 pounds in each hand for 1 rep. And I was going to go for the big fat triple digit, 100, pounds. But my particular gym goes from 95 pounds then to 110 pounds. So that's a 15-pound jump for one arm, which is a lot of weight. So I wasn't ready to make that jump of the 15 pounds. Yeah, 110. The 15 pounds. But eventually I'll get to that point. So I was super proud of myself. Yeah! Patting myself on the back. The irony is, because of the heaviness of the weight and I didn't have anyone assisting me, I ended up straining my left hamstring from bending over and picking up the weight. So that's kind of ironic. It's a chest exercise and I end up, straining my hamstring. Who would have thought? And then another exercise I was really excited about going was sitting back, sitting up, have the handles in front of me, and it's seated decline press on a machine. So you put the weights on each side and you do one arm at a time. And I was able to do, originally I was 100 pounds decline press with one arm. So 100 pounds decline press. My decline presses are really pretty good. But then I was able to do this time, today, 5 months later, I went from 100 pounds to 180 pounds. I was like, dang! So 180 pounds in each hand, sitting on a bench. So I'm sitting up and I go like this. What's up, Leah? Namaste. Like that. So I was super, super excited. I thought it was awesome. Thank you guys for giving me the space to brag, talk a little bit about what I was doing at the gym today. It feels good. It feels good to be alive, to be awake, to wake up the physical body. So, which chakra is most involved when you're working out? It's the chakra at the base of the spine, the basic chakra. Now, other spiritual schools and yogic systems call it by a different name. So in acupuncture, it's called a different name. In Sanskrit, it's called the Muladhara. In certain yoga schools, they call it the root, R-O-O-T, root chakra. In pranic healing, we call it the basic chakra because we see it as the basic foundation for your physical body. So the basic chakra affects everything in the physical body. So if the basic chakra is bright, healthy, strong, big, lots of energy flowing in and out of it, you have healthy red blood cell reproduction, white blood cell reproduction. What's up, Daniel? Namaste. And it affects the skin, the muscle tissue, bones, bone marrow, basically anything. See, basically anything that deals with the physical body, the basic chakra is involved. It deals with self-preservation. So people who are very dynamic individuals that have good, strong physical bodies, the basic chakra is very, very healthy. Now, people who are frail, people who are sick, people who are anemic, people who are low energy, people who are depressed, the basic chakra is very small and depleted of energy. It doesn't have a lot of prana flowing in and out of the chakra. So, if you want to help somebody be more physically dynamic, you can teach them certain exercises to stimulate the basic, as well as the person can get their basic chakra treated. What's up, Billy Wolf? Love the last name. And you basically treat the basic chakra by cleansing it thoroughly of any disease, congested, negative energies, right? And then you energize the basic chakra using proper protocols. What's up, Rachel? Namaste. And then you flood the basic chakra with lots and lots of prana, lots and lots of energy, so it gets nice